fellow train wrecks. Welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Devin. This is Soft Goth Trainwreck. Today we will be doing a manga and anime haul. As you can see, I have a very loud truck outside. I hate living next to a highway. Anyway, I have a shit ton of manga and exactly one anime that I have collected over the last couple of months. I'm going to technically call this a January 2021 pickup haul because a lot of these I did get for Solstice. A lot of these I did just kind of collect over the course of last year with the intention of making a video. And now I'm making a video. Whoa, okay. So let's get the anime out of the way since there's only one volume of that. For Solstice, my spouse's sister sent us some money on Amazon, so I picked up a copy of Black Butler. This is the murder arc, Book of Murder. Yeah. I don't generally watch the anime for Black Butler. I tend to read the manga because I'm obsessed with a very specific redhead. And I don't like how she is portrayed in the anime generally. But I did want to pick up this volume specifically because Taliesin Jaffe, who is a member of the Critical Role cast, does play Sir Arthur Conan Doyle, which makes me squee inside, like, very happy. I love Taliesin. He's hot, and he's really funny, and he's just amazing. Okay, so let's get into this big old stack of manga. Most of it's manga. There is one kind of not manga in there. It's more of a Dojin Anthology, but it's official, so it's manga, I guess. I'm shaking the shit out of this camera, my apologies. Alright, let's just start from the top. A lot of these I did get secondhand. Some of them are brand new, some of them are secondhand. I tend to shop a lot on Macari, on Thrift Books, on secondsalebooks.com / their eBay page, Amazon. I did make a few purchases from Right Stuff, I believe, but for the most part, these are secondhand books. I don't have a lot of money. I'm trying to start up my own business, and at the moment, that is going so well. Not really, guys. No, don't ever try to make your own business in the middle of a recession and a pandemic. It is not going to go well. Alright, anyway. On to the manga. First volume of 07 Ghost. I know absolutely nothing about this manga other than the art style is really cool looking. I don't know, it looks good. It looks kind of cute, but also, you know, edgy, which I don't mind. So 07 Ghost. First volume. Hopefully I will like it enough to pick up the other volumes. If not, it'll get donated. When I unhaul manga and books, I tend to donate them. There is a secondhand bookstore in the city next to ours, and if you bring in books, they will give you credit toward other books instead of giving you like cash or something. I tend to bring it there and leave it there and donate it, the money that I would have gotten back in credit, to the school systems of the local towns, because unfortunately I was a teacher. Not unfortunately, I loved it, but I was a teacher for a little while, and unfortunately teachers do have to pay a lot of stuff out of their own pockets. And when you have a classroom of like 35 students and not enough volumes of The Great Gatsby, do you know how friggin' difficult that is? And then you have to pay at least $5 out of pocket per copy of The Great Gatsby. So any way that I can help out, you know, it's important to me. Moving on. Next up is a blast from my past. This is the first volume of Vampire Game. When I was a little train wreck, I actually owned this entire series, and I loved it. It was my very first manga. It was my very first complete manga series. The only reason I got rid of it was because I moved in with my ex at that point in time, and I needed money to pay our bills, so I sold a lot of my manga from back then, so that sucks. But it's not the best manga in the world. It's literally Great Vampire Lord gets reincarnated as a cat and becomes this princess's pet cat, but it's nostalgic, and that's all that really should matter, right? Nostalgia, whatever. Okay, moving on. Gestalt, I believe is how you pronounce that. Again, volume 1. This is another book that I got secondhand off of eBay. The cover art really drew me to this. This character design looks cool as hell. And you will notice that is a running thing with my manga and anime. If the character art looks cool, or if I see a snippet of like the anime and I think the animation looks great, I will probably watch it. Even if it sucks, I get stiffies for animation and art. Next up. This is the first volume of The Case Study of Vanitas. This is a volume that I got off of Macari. It took like an entire month to arrive because of everything that's going on with the postal service right now. But it did arrive in really good condition. I'm really glad to have this in my collection because I don't know much about this, but I know it's like vampires in Paris. And that sounds cool as hell. Next up, more Black Butler. This is the Japanese only, as far as I'm aware, Dojin Anthology, which is basically a bunch of artists got together and just made a volume of manga that has to do with Shitsuji / Black Butler. And it's got my girl on the back, which I love that picture of her. She looks so cute. But then if you take the dust cover off, it's her in her butler disguise, with William looking on very displeased because he's freaking William. Yes, so you'll find out if you continue to watch this channel, which I don't know why you would. I am terrible and horrible and a bad person. You will soon find out that I have a major obsession with Black Butler, but not necessarily for the story, for the characters. For the most part, I actually do not like Sebastian, and I think CL deserves so much better. But I think that's for another video, maybe. Next up, we have the 2 volumes of The Witch's House. The Diary of Ellen. The interesting thing about The Witch's House is that I have played the game that these are based off of. Witch's House was originally a free-to-play RPG Maker-esque horror game, and it's really good, and the true ending is amazing and a huge plot twist. So if you've never played them, I highly suggest tracking it down and downloading it and playing it. I believe there might be a remastered version on Steam. I'm not 100% sure on that. I have not been video gaming as much as I would like to, unfortunately, due to stuff. We moved. So aside from this room, which I spent like 5 days on, there is not a lot of apartments set up yet. So I haven't really had a place to game. Okay, so going right ahead, next on we have the first issue of Pandora Hearts. Pandora Hearts is one of those manga that I really tried to get into when it first came out all those years ago. I just never could, and I decided to give it a second shot. The art style looks really nice. I know, if I remember correctly, it's supposed to be like a retelling of Alice in Wonderland, kind of. but in like pseudo-Victorian England. I don't know, I remember a lot of people comparing it to Black Butler, at least in my groups that I was in when it came out. And I just was like, nah, I'm not about this, but I'm gonna give it another shot. Moving onward, I see spider lilies everywhere. Spider lilies, spider lilies. I love spider lilies. Anyway, next up is the first volume of Bloody Mary. I'm not actually sure if it's pronounced Bloody Cross Mary or just Bloody Mary. It's about vampires. I have a minor obsession with the paranormal. Vampires, werewolves, ghosts, spirits, demons, all that good shit. It's fun. So yeah, I believe this might be Boys Love, but I'm not 100% sure. I just got it because the cover art is really pretty and vampires. That is a running theme. Alrighty, next up are the first 2 volumes of Beasts of Abigail. These are copies that I believe I got off of Right Stuff, so they're brand new. They're cat or wolves. I believe they're actually wolves. Yeah, they're Wolf Lake Luya? Anyway, it's really pretty, kind of werewolfy, I guess, but it looks nice. I've heard people say good things about this manga, so if the first 2 volumes are good, I will probably pick up the rest, depending on how many there are. Excuse me, I had bread today, so I'm very buggy. Next up is, I can never pronounce that correctly, Versailles, whatever, of the Dead. Versailles? I'll look it up later. Anyway, Marie Antoinette and zombies. Do I really need to say anything else? That is a major hook. This is one that I had actually heard about before I saw any of the art. So the art is pretty nice. It's not what I was expecting, but the story sounds really good. And I love me some historical zombies. I have a shit ton, you guys, and I apologize so much for it being a lot. Actually, I don't apologize because this is awesome. Okay. Next up, I have Magical Girl Spec Ops Asuka Volume 1. It's like a gritty take on magical girls, which I'm always all about. I have the Madoka Magica manga over here. I ordered some more of the Pulamagi manga. I haven't watched the anime yet, but I really want to. I did watch some of Yuki Yuna as a Hero, and I didn't really like that, but I feel like if I had watched it while I was awake more, it would have been good. Anyway. Fairy tales! Yes, Fairy Tale Battle Royale. Basically, all of the fairy tales get together and start to kill each other because I love me some Battle Royales, I love me some fairy tales, and it's red. Red is my favorite color. No, it does look really good. The art style is surprisingly cute. So when it gets dark, it's going to be a bit more jarring, which I kind of love. Next up, we have Shaykh, the Coffin Princess. This is a used copy, and it's kind of stained, but it's definitely there. This was one that I have heard about, and I believe the anime is available to watch on Amazon Prime, but I might be wrong. Anyway, yeah, I think you're noticing patterns right now about what kind of manga I like. And then we have Devils and Realist, Volume 1. This is one that I had not planned on picking up. And then I still have a Tumblr because I'm a loser, and a lot of the good Black Butler fandom is available on Tumblr to talk to and to share, you know, fan art with and stuff like that. And a lot of people were saying that Devils and Realist and the Case Study of Vanitas are both really good manga to read if you liked Black Butler. or if you liked like that kind of genre of manga and anime. So I picked it up. This one is a bit different from my normal purchases. This is a slice of life that is kind of a play on gender, which that I'm all about. I am trans myself. I'm a trans man. You wouldn't know by looking at me, but that's okay because that's not important. What is important is that this beautiful volume of manga, My Androgynous Boyfriend, I believe I picked this up from Right Stuff. It is gorgeous. Look at the hair. If I could have hair like that, I would be all set. Basically, it's, you know, it's a woman who has a very hardworking life, and her boyfriend is like this really androgynous, kind of pretty person who does makeup tutorials and stuff, and it's a slice of life, which I'm not usually all about, but when you throw in ideas of challenging gender roles in society, I'm very much about that. And the last two volumes are, okay, so I kind of love Vocaloid. This is Luca, and then I've got two Mikus over there. You can't see it in the rest of the room, but I do have some Vocaloid posters up. And a Vocaloid wall clock right there, actually, too, which is pretty cool. So I decided to pick up some of the Vocaloid manga. This one is Hatsune Miku Bad End Night, which is really pretty, and it just looks really nice, and it's a big boy. It's a big manga. I mean, not thick, but like it's taller than your average manga. Anyway, and then finally another Vocaloid. It is this big chunky boy, Hatsune Miku mix. It is basically just a big ass volume of Miku getting into a bunch of different adventures and weird stuff. And there's full color pages here with art in it. And it's really pretty, and I like it because I like Vocaloid. Oddly enough, I'm not that big a fan of Hatsune Miku, just because her voice bank isn't exactly what I like. I do prefer more of the Luca stuff, but I also like Luca a lot because she's pretty. Anyway, with that, we have conquered this massive stack of manga. It's huge. It's as big as my cat. It weighs just about as much. I have a Maine Coon, so she's massive. Anyway, that is the first manga haul of this year. First manga and anime haul of this channel. I sincerely hope you enjoyed this rambling ass video, and until next time, I'll see you later, my train wrecks.